address is 1265 Lombardi Avenue, better known as Lambeau Field, Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight, a good one in the NFC. It's the Washington Commanders and the Green Bay Packers. Welcome, it's Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson and Matt Gay going to kick things off. Off we go from Green Bay. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So the Packers come out and they are led by Jordan Love, who followed Aaron Rodgers after playing apprentice for a couple of seasons. And now for Love, it is his third season as the Green Bay starter.
You know, Mike, it's kind of become cliche. You know, these guys come onto the field and we say, hey, you got to defend every blade of grass. They can make every throw, but that's exactly the case anytime this guy's lined up behind center. And the amount of stress that it puts on your pass defense, on your secondary to know, I got to defend sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, no matter where that ball is snapped. That's a tall task, and they're going to have to mix up coverages and be really sound on the back end, or this guy can really kill you.
It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And this time, they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's second down.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
On second down, Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
From the gun, on third down, it's Love. Flushed to his left. Love going to get to the ground, avoid the contact, and pick up a first down.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on third down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the first down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
Love to throw on first and 10. He's got the rookie out of Texas, Matthew Golden. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. 20 yards on that pass play. First down, Packers.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and There was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On second down, Jacobs. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
This defense doing a great job here facing this goal-to-go situation, especially on that last play. 2 stops down, and now the pressure really ramps up for this offense as they face 3rd and goal.
From the gun, it's Love. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Did they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
McManus's kick is good, and the Packers will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
Points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here come the Commanders, and they are led by the Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2024. Greg, it was such a good rookie campaign for Jaden Daniels out of LSU.
And even though he's just a rookie, Mike, I think it's safe to say Jaden Daniels, he is one of the most dynamic athletes that we have in the entire NFL at the quarterback position. And on top of that, he's not a one-dimensional player. Yes, he's going to make splash plays with his feet, and he's going to make some highlight reel plays. But he is a quarterback. He can make every throw. He's got great arm talent. He can continue to find the balance between those 2 aspects. He's got a chance not to have just success today, but he has a chance to have success for a long time in this league.
Ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. They run it once more with Eckler. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
3rd and 6. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 24 yards. Good for a Commanders 1st down. Commanders.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
The pressure gets there, and he goes down. A sack. That should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So we are through 1 here on Thursday Night Primetime. 3-0 is our score. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Commanders with the football to begin the 2nd quarter. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive.
Just not a lot of plays on that call sheet for the offensive coordinator for 3rd and a mile. So that's a huge sack there that they took on 2nd down. And barring something dramatic happening here, that might have just killed any chance of extending this drive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. We'll bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Packers offense ready now for their second drive. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score as they start again with a first down. To start the drive. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Will Harris on the tackle.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll run the draw with Jacobs. And he'll take this up past the 40, up at the 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. 16 yards. Pick up on that one. Good for a Green Bay first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on 3rd down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression, and at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Doubs that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Love. Get this over the middle to Golden. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. First down, Packers.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the 25-yard line.
2 minutes remain in a 3-0 first half. Back with more from Lambeau Field after this. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. To throw is Love. In trouble, and down he goes.
Sometimes it just comes down, Mike, to just letting it loose and go make a play. And I think anytime you want to bring a defensive back from the secondary into your blitz, there's a little bit of a reckless standpoint there. Could you give up a big play downfield? Sure. But when well-timed with the right personnel, it is hard for an offense to pick those blitzes up. And in this case, it catches them off guard and results in a sack.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Back to throw is Love. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. This sets up 4th down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. This one from just under 50 yards. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Packers going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. On the return, here's Luke McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. Still in search for their first points in this one, but only trailing 6-0. And this drive will begin with the 1st down. Throwing is Daniels. Now they'll set up the screen to Eckler.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That one is brought in by Terry McLaurin. And they bring him down, but not until he gets to the 45-yard line. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in the 2nd quarter. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. He'll drop this down for Eckler.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
To the air again is Daniels. A pass complete to Noah Brown. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels.
Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick games. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Now the Commanders will use their 3rd and final timeout. Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. Officially an even 50-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. And the Commanders are on the board just before halftime.
That penalty is declined.
Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On first down, it's Love. The catch is made. This is Tucker Kraft. And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula as they come out for the second half. It's about to get underway. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Commanders' offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll run to begin the drive with Eckler. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Daniels now going to look to throw. That's caught by Eckler. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up. 3rd and 2. Here's Daniels. He'll try and get there on the ground. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
Daniels now on 1st down. Short one there. He's got Ertz.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. They run this straight ahead with Eckler. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, Washington.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
They'll go back to Eckler here on first down. He'll manage only a couple. Linebacker Isaiah McDuffie ends the play there. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Now Daniels. McLaurin open on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. A pickup there of 25 yards. Good for a Commander's first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, they give it to Eckler. And he's into the end zone. Eckler. Touchdown, Washington. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Commanders open the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
Packers 6.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one. Likely to play a big role. Who's going to walk away with a W? So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Packers offense ready for their first possession of this second half. Trailed by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Here now, 3rd and 5. To throw is Love. That's caught by Golden, right side. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's not going to get there. Out of bounds, a couple of yards short. It is 4th down.
Out-breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
A A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. Austin Eckler and the rest of the Commanders' offense back out onto the field. The lead sits at 4, so we'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. The tight end Ertz in motion. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. High throw there, but a nice job to go up and get it. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
First down, Commanders.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Daniel. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it will fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time, and it's going to be 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. Open man, left side, he's got it. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
Work in the middle, he's got Ertz. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
They'll try to hit him with a screen. This one will be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back. because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
The tight end Ertz in motion. They'll look to set up the screen here. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
So out comes Matt Gay in a big spot. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. And this one right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Back out is Gay to kick this one off. Bo Melton on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass. Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
Needing to convert here on 3rd and inches. They'll drop to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target. And it'll be 2nd down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. Get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. 3rd and short, you think the defense has everybody packed in there real tight. So as a play caller, you're thinking, all right, let's give my running back a chance to stretch and cut. This defense was ready for all of it. They string him out wide, nowhere to cut. Take him down for a loss.
He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within one, and a 2-point conversion keeps giving the lead here in the final minute. They find the end zone through the air. Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
You're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a 4 vertical concept. But the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. After that play, we have one of the commanders who is down. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. We are in the final minute of what is now a tie game as we are set for the kickoff. To return, it's McCaffrey. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago. They'll look to retake the lead on this drive, which starts with 1st down. The motion man here is McClure. Here's Eckler. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Eckler. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 39-yard line.
Here we go. One final play. And that's going to be incomplete. They took one last chance here in regulation. It does not pan out, and we are headed to overtime. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Here's Nixon on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Packers offense ready to take over once again. They'll start out 1st down and 10. shotgun. It's Love. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Javon Kinlaw getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on second down. That big chunk brings them from second and long to now at least third and manageable.
From the gun, it's Love. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. They get 19 on that pass play. Good for a Green Bay first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Not much there, maybe a yard.
Brings up second down.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 8. A run up the middle with Jacobs. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Packers.
Well, this is something we don't see every day, Mike. A team playing with a traditional I formation fullback. It's kind of a lost art in today's modern game, but in this case, highly effective. Great job by the fullback clearing out the path for his running back, and they're able to pick up the first down.
And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss, and it's second down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was trying to connect with Matthew Golden that time. And it's going to bring up a third down. Here's Love. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
And this is a great example of what can happen when you play complementary football. The back end holds up nicely in coverage, and then that front seven is able to wreak havoc and put an end to this play.
On comes the Packers punting team. And he's on for a big one here in overtime. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll begin with 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Eckler. And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple, and it's second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Give it to Eckler on the option. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
So this time they're trying to use the run game to attack the boundary side of the field, and the defense is really fast in their pursuit. Really nice effort there from the backside, and they're able to bring him down this time for a loss.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Packers offense ready for this next possession. They'll run with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of. Once again, it's Jacobs. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down at their 48-yard line.
I just want to rap. Body out of ya. Shorty got that body out of ya. Long time, set up. You won't kill my vibe.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 9. In motion goes Dobbs. On second down, Jacobs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Some pretty good speed coming off the line there, and it helped him disrupt that draw. Well, I don't even think disrupting is the right word. He flat out stopped.
48-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Loves to throw on 1st and 10. That complete to Jacobs. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
At the 34-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Jacobs, 1st down and more. A gain there of 13 yards.
13 yards on the play. That's another Green Bay Packer.
Typically in a 3rd down situation like this, Mike, you're thinking pass, but give credit to this offensive play caller. He flips his tendencies upside down, keeps the ball on the ground. Not only does he get a fresh set of downs, they pick up good yardage.
Here's Jacobs. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. from the snap he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage, no gain.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9. Running is Jacobs. And the left first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd.
A 25-yard attempt.
So here comes Brandon McManus in a pressure situation. This one to win it in overtime. This kick is good. He got it. It took overtime, but they will walk off the field with the victory. So it's a win for the Packers. This was a close-fought game. They were able to get themselves into field goal range here at OT. The final kick sailed through the uprights to finally close out this victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Oates. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners as we say so long from legendary Lambeau Field.